Well, Syria is rejoining the Arab League. The organization made the announcement on Sunday after the majority of Arab foreign ministers voted in favor of Damascus rejoining the league. The extraordinary meeting in Cairo also discussed the crisis in Sudan. Arab nations have unanimously called for a strict application of the ceasefire agreement between the Sudanese armed forces and the paramilitary rapid support forces. Here's CGTN's Adil Mahoui with the details.
After 7 ceasefire agreements in Sudan failed, Arab foreign ministers gathered in Cairo to try and secure a lasting truce in Sudan. The region's top diplomats met in the Egyptian capital as the clashes between the Sudanese military and the rapid support forces entered the 4th week. Meanwhile, representatives of the rival sides began preliminary talks in Saudi Arabia on Saturday.
The Saudi-US initiative to launch indirect talks between representatives of the Sudanese armed forces and the RSF to reach a ceasefire deserves our support. I call on everyone in Sudan to seize that opportunity. We must not allow the current crisis to grow or to turn into a first round of a war that divides Sudan into battling regions.
The Arab League announced that it received a letter from a coalition of civilian powers in Sudan demanding the organization to lead effective mediation efforts to contain the conflict.
The Arab League's foreign ministers' extraordinary meeting was dedicated to discuss 2 main topics. Besides Sudan, Arab foreign ministers also discussed the possibility to bring back Syria into the Arab League.
The Arab League has allowed Syria to rejoin it from Sunday, the 7th of May. Damascus won a conditional majority vote to retake its seat as long as efforts to resolve the Syrian political crisis progresses towards a permanent solution.
We are confident that a political settlement can only be achieved by a pure Syrian initiative without any foreign dictations and through meeting the requirements that achieve national reconciliation based on Security Council Resolution number 2254. We will activate an Arab role in solving the Syrian crisis based on a step-for-step strategy.
The first step will be for Syria to take its seat in the Arab League. This doesn't mean that the Syrian crisis is over. It's a start, however, for a more effective Arab role in Syrian affairs. As Arab countries, we are willing to take more responsibilities to resolve this issue. This is a step that will build trust and will clear the way to take more steps in the future.
The Arab League will create a task force to follow up the Syrian political talks. It will coordinate with local groups as well as regional and international powers in efforts to end the crisis. The first meeting, when Syria is expected to occupy its seat, which has been empty for over a decade, will be during the upcoming Arab Summit in Saudi Arabia, scheduled for the 19th of May. Adil Mahoui, CGTN, Cairo.